it's not about me. If there's one consistent that I want to pass through whatever I say here, is that in our creation, we were imbued with one actual freedom, the freedom of choice. Even in the worst of all scenarios, you end up with a choice. Hell, you say it's unquestionable that you are going to die at a moment. Well, you can choose to react to that how you want. You can resign yourself and play out the last days of your life as happily as you can. You can panic and freak out about how much more time you wish that you had, or any number of other reactions. That's the freedom of choice. And every other freedom that you have boils down to your ability to choose. And it's wrong to attempt to restrict someone else's freedom. Remember, the only actual freedom we have is choice. Because of your own tastes. Flat out. It is fairly universally agreed upon that killing and thievery and rape and things are bad. One moment. Following the common law crimes, stealing, murder, rape, fraud, there's a list. Once you get past those and laws enforcing the social contract with those rules in mind, after you get past that, you get into a creepy area that can be a minefield of freedom and its loss. And I don't know if people really understand. All right. The social contract is between people. We have that's what makes us us. In the old days of the kingdoms and the God-given royalty, they owned everything, and we had to work together and get along on the down low. Fast forward some centuries to around today, if you look at the United States and many other countries in the world, really, with some version of democracy, technically speaking, the government doesn't own dick. And the government is supposed to be an expression of the will of the people. Pretty much majority rule with minorities' rights in mind. You know, the idea of democracy as core is to be let alone, to not be bothered by kings or dukes or royals of any sort. But we have democracies dictating the finite points of people's lives anymore. What you can say, where you can say it, and other such. It's really kind of embarrassing. Really kind of embarrassing that people can't simply get along well enough that they need a school teacher in the form of the government to wag a finger. Embarrassing. I don't know. But the only freedom that you have is to choose. That's it. That is the only actual freedom. You choose to speak your mind. You choose to go this place or that. You choose to do a thing or say a thing or make a thing or be a way. You choose. That is your only freedom. The only real freedom. And if you push governments and legislative bodies to restrict someone else's freedom to choose, this opens the door to your freedom being taken. And there are people, so many fervent in the US, that will say it can't happen because this is this is this place, this is it's not new. The situation, the circumstance is not all that new either. There have been democracies that have come down in a very similar fashion, being run by small groups of idiots who don't understand that your base, your lowest common denominator, is what the country is built upon. And in places like the US, our lowest common denominator is being homeless and hungry. Remember that. Because if that can happen to someone anywhere near you, if you can see a person in such a state, it can happen to you. You can expand upon that really very easily. If you want to get into the global spectrum, the starving and homeless people in war-torn regions on the other side of the globe, that can happen to you if you don't have your people with you, if you aren't unified with the others. All right, it got garbly, a little long-winded, a little interrupted. I got 3 kids. But welcome to the club. May the blessings of all creation be with you.